Dear all, welcome again. Uh, Last in the last lecture, we have solved the problem based on the equilibrium constant. Nowadays, we are dealing with the equilibrium reaction. So today, uh, we will learn about the some conclusions of the equilibrium constant. Conclusions. Conclusions. What we have learned up till now. We are drawing the conclusions of this equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant is written as K equilibrium. We all know that, right? Now, this number one conclusion: the equilibrium constant for the backward reaction. Equilibrium constant K equilibrium. We can say that backward reaction is equal to the reciprocal of equilibrium constant for the forward reaction. Backward reaction or reversible reaction, we can write R also here. Backward reaction or reversible reaction. Number one conclusion is that equilibrium constant for the backward reaction is equal to the reciprocal of equilibrium constant for the reversible reaction. Number next conclusion, if you write any reaction, then if you write the equilibrium constant for this reaction, and if suppose A plus B that gives C plus D, then the equilibrium constant, we know that equilibrium constant can be written K equilibrium for this reaction. How to write that? We know that that is concentration of product, concentration of divided by concentration of the reactant, and whatever power are there, right, raised to the power, right. Now this K equilibrium is equal to, can be written like this. Now if you multiply by any factor n for this reaction, or any number, any alphabetical number, or any numerical number, that is change in concentration, or multiplied by any factor, the K equilibrium, the K new equilibrium is equal to what? K new equilibrium is equal to K equilibrium raised to the power n. Whatever factor we multiply to this reaction, that new equilibrium is equal to K equilibrium of previous equilibrium raised to the power n. Right. This is the another conclusion for this equilibrium constant. Number third, the equilibrium constant is the expression of extent at which reaction occurs, extent at to which the reaction proceeds, equilibrium reaction proceeds. That is the conclusion. What? Kc or Kp. Kc or Kp. Kc is when the, if the reactants are expressed in the concentration. Kp is when if the reactants and products are expressed in the pressure. If the reactants and products are the gaseous molecule, we can, in that case, we can write it as the Kp, that is the partial pressure of that particular gas molecule. Number fourth conclusion for the equilibrium reaction or equilibrium constant is that it is the independent of the concentration, how? Let's say, suppose A plus B, this reaction is giving C plus D again. Now suppose this at initial concentration, suppose these are the gas molecule, A and B are the gas molecule, and C and D are the gas molecule. Suppose, consider products are also gas molecules. Now initial concentration, if I take the 5 liter of this A gas molecule, B concentration 10 liter of this gas molecule, and suppose we are getting the C as a 10 liter and D as a 2 liter. These are the products, those are forming the product, right, for this reaction. Now what we can write? We can write the equilibrium constant for this reaction very easily. We know that how to write the equilibrium constant. Now if we change the concentration, so instead of A, instead of 5 liter, if you take the A as a 10 liter, and B as a 20 liter, even though also the equilibrium constant does not changes. equilibrium constant does not changes. Since in this equation it is the concentration term, you see it is the concentration term, concentration cancels out. Therefore, this K equilibrium is the independent of the concentration. Now, next is what? The equilibrium constant is changes course of the reaction. During the course of the reaction, the equilibrium constant changes. The equilibrium constant changes. How it changes? Let's see. A plus B, again it is giving the C plus D. Previous case I forgot to write the reversible arrow. Please consider that. That is not the case. Only forward arrow means only one side of the reaction. It has to be reversible arrow also. Please remember that. Right. This is the reversible arrow. Now, suppose A is having some X concentration, B is having some Y concentration, C is having some Z concentration, and D is having some E concentration, something concentration, right? At initial, suppose this reaction to attain the equilibrium, it requires the 30 minutes, right? Now, what happens at 10 minutes? We have mixed A plus B. What happens at 10 minutes? The reaction proceeds in this direction, and some of the products are coming to in this direction, the backward direction, right? What happens at 10 minutes? Some of the concentration of A has been changed and some of the concentration of the B has been changed. At that time, the K equilibrium constant has been changed during the course of the reaction. Please remember that. Number 6, it is constant, that is equilibrium constant, K equilibrium, that is equilibrium constant is constant at given temperature. Equilibrium constant is constant at given temperature. As the temperature changes, the equilibrium constant also changes. Equilibrium constant changes with the temperature. Please remember that. These are the some of the conclusions that we have learned during the last few lectures, that we are learning the equilibrium constant, right? Next, we will see the equilibrium constant and extent of the reaction. Equilibrium constant and extent of the reaction. Equilibrium constant and extent of the reaction. When K, we write K as a K equilibrium, K is greater than 1. When K is greater than 1, the reaction proceeds to the forward direction, means what? A plus B, that gives C plus D. These are the products, right? And these are the reactants. Now, right, when K, that is equilibrium constant value, we know that Kp and Kc, Kp when pressure is used, when the gas is used, Kc when concentration is used, both are the equilibrium constant, right? This is the pressure, this is the concentration. When K, this equilibrium constant, as I told you that it determines the extent of the reaction. The reaction extent means how much reaction proceeds. When this K is greater than 1, it is more favorable to the products. Means at equilibrium, the concentration of the products is more. At equilibrium, the concentration of the product is more whenever there is K is greater than 1. When K is less than 1, in that case, the concentration of the reactant is more at equilibrium. Remember that at equilibrium. I am talking about the at equilibrium. At equilibrium, what? The time that require the equilibrium is what? After some time, the reaction reaches to the equilibrium condition, because the reaction is backward also. The reaction progress to the backward also. Therefore, when we mix as a and B, and after some time when equilibrium is attained, in that case, if the value of K is less than 1, value of K, that is Kc, that is equilibrium constant, with the value of equilibrium constant is less than 1, in that case some of the products some of the products are some of the products are unreacted. Some of the products are unreacted, means some of the reactants are unreacted. Some of the reactants are unreacted, means what? The reaction proceeds to backward direction more. The concentration of product is less and the concentration of the reactant is more. Reaction proceeds, but K is less than 1. Therefore, the concentration of the reactant is more. Concentration of the reactant is most of the reactant molecule remains as the unreacted. Reactant molecules remains as the unreacted. Whenever there is a dynamic equilibrium, when K is equal to 1, in that case the concentration of the reactant as well as concentration of the product, those are equal. The concentration of the reactant and the product, those are equal. Suppose this is the 10 liter, this is the 10 liter, and this is forming the 5 liter, and this is forming the 5 liter, that is product is forming the 5 liter. And when K is equal to 1, half of the reactant will be get consumed, half of the reactant will get consumed, only 5 liter will be remain, and only 2.5 liter and 2.5 liter of the C plus D, C and D will be remaining there. Means the concentration of the reactant as well as product are equal when K is equal to 1. K is equal to 1, value of K is equal to 1. How to write K? We know that concentration of the product divided by the concentration of the reactant. When this value comes out to be 1, in that case the proper equilibrium is attained. That can be expressed graphically. I will show you the graphical representation of these that is value of the K's. See, this is the values of the K. When the concentration of the when the value of K is greater than 1, value of K is greater than 1, in that case the pure product, that is having delta G, is greater than 0. Products those are having delta G value greater than 0. At equilibrium, this is the equilibrium condition, at equilibrium delta G is equal to 0. In that case, this delta G value for the pure reactant is less than 0. This is the equilibrium condition. When this thing happens, when the value of K is greater than 1, more products are favorable. More product molecules are favorable. In this case, the more reactant molecules are favorable. Means reaction proceeds to the backward direction more and forward direction less. How it can be written? If it is forward direction and backward direction less arrow is written. If the reaction proceeds to the forward direction, more products are formed, that can be written like this. If the reaction proceeds backward direction more and forward direction less, that can be written like this. The backward direction arrow is bigger, forward direction arrow is less. In this case, the forward direction arrow is bigger and backward direction arrow is less. Right? This is forward. This is when the K value is having less than 1, means more products are favorable. More reactants are favorable. When K value is greater than 1, more products are favorable. K is greater than 1. Remember that. When there is a dynamic, there is a equilibrium, when the concentration of product as well as reactants are in equilibrium, equal concentration. In that case, the graph will be look like this only. That is k is equal to 1. K is equal to 1 forward reaction as well as backward reaction. Delta G0 is less than 0 this side, delta G0 is greater than 0 in this side, that is product side, and the equilibrium attained here delta G0, that is standard Gibbs free energy, is equal to 0 whenever there is equilibrium. In that case, concentration of the reactant and as well as concentration of the product, concentration of the reactant as well as concentration of the products are equal in concentration, right, when K is equal to 1. Remember that is the relation between the delta G and extent of the reaction, that is equilibrium constant and extent of the reaction. Next thing is distinction between delta G and delta G0. Delta G and delta G0. Now we can write, we have learned many times, delta G is equal to delta G0 plus RT ln Q. ln Q, Q is what? It is the ratio of concentration of the product to the reactant, that is the Q value. Q value is what? It is the ratio of product to the reactant raise their proper powers. Means powers are what? Powers are multiplied by factor. That is the number of moles that we have learned, right? So delta G0 is what? Delta G0 is standard Gibbs free energy. Standard Gibbs free energy. Standard Gibbs free energy. It is the difference of product minus reactant in their standard state. It is the Gibbs free energy of the product minus reactant in their standard state. What are the standard state? That also we have learned, right? When equilibrium is attained, delta G0 is equal to 0. We have seen some time before. Whenever there is equilibrium, delta G0 is equal to 0 and Q is equal to K. Q is equal to K. Q is equal to K. What? Q is what? Right now I have told you. Q is what? It is the concentration of the product divided by the concentration of the reactant. When Q is equal to K, delta G0 is equal to 0. Perfect equilibrium. In that case, K is equal to 1. Right? K is equal to 1. Therefore, this delta G comes out to be delta G0 plus RT ln Q. Therefore, this delta G is equal to RT ln Q. Right? We will be solving problem based on this in the next lecture. Remember that we will be completing the syllabus before the time. Thank you.